So today, this is going to be a quick tip video regarding the 2005 Toyota Corolla. This also applies to the 2003 to 2008 Corolla model generation years, and it also may apply to other previous and later model generation years Corollas. So I just wanted to give a quick tip about the installing the axle seals on these Corollas. Now this particular tool I have here is a 3D printed tool, and so it has the part number of the axle seal, the passenger side axle seal. So over here it says 90311-34023, and that's the part number for this axle seal on the passenger side in the front, the right front. The issue here is that I had to redo the right front axle seal because I replaced the passenger side axle some time ago, and for some reason I had some issues with the axle seal because it started leaking a bit, so I had to redo it. So in the meantime, I purchased and ordered the 3D printed axle seal installer tools for the right hand and for the left hand side. I have the left hand for the driver's side. You can see here it says Corolla with the part number here. So the driver's side has a larger axle seal, and the passenger side is the smaller one. And so on this particular installer tool, this is the old axle seal I pulled out. So it goes in just like this. The dust cover piece over here, I believe they call it like a dust cover piece that extends from the seal itself from here. So this would go inside there and fits just like that, and then you can just put it inside the transmission just like this. The only issue is that there's no room to tap a hammer directly onto this, so you may need to get like a socket or a 3/8 extension or something to tap on it. So I have like a long 24 mil socket that goes here, and then you can just tap on it like that. But you will need to make sure that you install the seal by hand first. You try to get it as straight as possible, and then you can install this tool on the seal while it's still in the transmission, and then you can just you can lightly tap on this piece. This piece is plastic, is hardened plastic material, but it's not designed to to hammer on it like very hard. It's designed for very light taps. There's no need to hammer it extremely hard. And so this works pretty well. The one issue I found is that when I tried to install the extension here, it just goes all the way through on the other side, so it doesn't exactly work. It would have been nice if I could put an extension, then I can tap on the extension to evenly install the seal all around, and then that would make life a little easier. The passenger side axle seal is a lot harder to do compared to the driver's side because of the axis, and so it can be troublesome sometimes. I've tried like other tools like sockets and stuff, but they don't exactly work. And the plastic, I think they call them the J tools, the Kentmore J tools that the dealership has, the plastic ones. I'll show you in just a moment. Those don't always work either, and so sometimes you just have to try to figure something. I always try to tap with a 1/4 inch extensions all around here, but it doesn't always work, and sometimes doing that can damage the body of the seal here, and then later you find out that you have a transmission leak. And so it's always best to get the actual tool for this. Now I think that this is going to work on other axle seals or similar size axle seals, and especially if it uses the same Toyota part number. So with this, you can't exactly put the extension through here, because as you tap, it will just go all the way through. Like right now it's okay, but as soon as you start tapping, it will go through from here, and it won't exactly work. So it may work in some circumstances, but in my case it did not work because I tried it earlier. But you may need to fabricate something, to put something through here, maybe a washer or something, and to fabricate like a small rod that fits in here, and maybe you can use like a bolt or screw to tighten it up from behind, and making sure that it doesn't come loose, and then you can be able to tap the seals then. Now, this only works for some cars. It's not going to work for all cars. It really depends on the size of the seal, but this is specifically designed for these Corollas. So I have other axle seal installer tools. It looks like this. This is, I think this is the Kentmore J tool. Now, this only works for specific seals. This one, it does fit inside here, but it does not exactly work. I tried it before in the past, but it does not work for me. But anyhow, I was just going to give this as a quick tip in case if you guys are having some trouble. There's the Etsy website in which somebody is selling these online. So I'll post a link in the description and comments if you want to buy some yourself. I think it was just like under $100 or something. I forget exactly on how much I paid. Probably like 60 or 70 bucks Canadian for the two pieces. And one other tip I wanted to say is about lubricating the axle splines, in which it goes into the transmission. Earlier I've stated to you that you can use a petroleum jelly like Vaseline or something. It's petroleum based, and that's fine. That won't cause any harm. But in recent times, I've been using the Lube Guard assembly goo, the assembly lube for transmissions. So this one is safe to use for transmissions if you want to lubricate the axle splines. It's just the color dye is green on this. They say it's a firm tack or something, firm tack. Extreme pressure formula. I got this from Amazon because I was not able to find it anywhere locally, and in some places online will not ship to a residential area. And so this is what I've been using now in recent times, especially at the Ford dealership in which I presently work at this particular moment. And so I've seen that some of the guys, they use this stuff, and there's the other kind. It's not here right now. I think it's called trans gel gold or something like that. So it looks very similar to like a chassis grease or something, the other one, but it's a transmission assembly lube. It's safe to use for transmission parts, and it will not do any harm. So it's safe to use. Either way, if you want to use that, you can use the petroleum jelly, and that works fine too. I haven't had any problems. Pretty much all the people that I know that work with transmission parts, they have stated that the assembly lube or the petroleum jelly works fine. It won't cause any problems. I'm just hoping that I covered all of the bases for this particular video. I just wanted to give a quick tip. I'm not showing anything exciting in this video. Really, it's just for information purposes. It's pretty interesting now that the 3D printing stuff is the way of the world now. It's there's a lot of problems that can be solved with these 3D printing solutions, and so that can make life a lot easier. Because I've been trying to look for these seal installer tools, and they're very hard to find. And then finally, there was somebody out there that actually made actual tool. And so that's pretty interesting. So I'll post a link for this stuff if you want to get one yourself, and then that's going to be it. And one other thing I wanted to mention is that I did order another set of generic seal installer tools. So when that shows up, hopefully I'll make another video based on that. I don't think it's Toyota specific or vehicle manufacturer specific. I think it's just a generic, as long as the size of the seal fits it into the adapters, and then it should be fine. So this is going to be a quick update. I just found out a few weeks later. I think it was like 3 weeks after I made that video, and so I just found out that I had this kit, and this kit is a seal and driver installer tool, and I typically use this a kit for installing wheel bearings and things like that. So they have different size adapters, and so this particular kit I purchased from Amazon, and I found out that it has the driver tool, and now when I read the description on the website for the seller who was selling the 3D printed tools, they said that you can use the SST that's from Toyota, the special service tool, but I'm not able to find that, and so you probably need to use some sort of alternative tool. So this piece here is I guess you can say the driver end. I'm not exactly sure on the name of the piece, but it's the tool that goes in here. You need to take this out. It can easily be attached to the end of the tool here, and it just goes in like this, and then it will be a whole lot easier to install the axle seal. Then you just use a hammer here, and then that's it. That's going to make life a lot easier. So initially, I did not know that. I just I found out now, about like 3 weeks later, that this kit, it came with this tool, so you can install seals and things like that. And so this piece, there's no way for this piece to come out. And if you want, you can reinstall this, but you don't need to for this one. It stays in place. So that's all I wanted to show you guys. I just wanted to give you a quick update on this. So I will post the Amazon link on where you can purchase this tool. And so that's it. And there's also the extension piece, I guess. There's this piece that you're able to put it to put this through. So it comes with a variety of adapters and things like that. So that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please don't forget to give it a like. And please consider subscribing to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day and take care.